Yes, this will be my second attempt trying to record this video. Let's go! What's up? My name is Kenio. I'm not just an artist, I'm also a manager. I'm running Beneath the Music management label based here in Denmark. And today we're going to talk about how you can prepare for the best radio interview that you ever had. Let's go. Might need to adjust the camera a little bit. That's better. Okay, so the first tip is consider your own goal for the interview. What do you want to achieve with the interview? Like, are you trying to spin it in some sort of direction? Do you want to talk about your latest release, an album? Depends on the situation you're in, really. Like, if you're on a cooking channel, sure, you can talk about your grandma's recipes, but you don't want the interviewer to risk spinning the direction of the conversation into something else than what you're actually there for. And a lot of them have a tendency to try to do that because they are trying to engage in small talk and they're trying to keep the conversation going, and it happens on the fly that some interviews run a different subject than what you're actually there for. So keep your goal set and let them know why you're there, and you want to talk about your music, so spin the direction into your music, into your latest release, or for an upcoming show, or whatever you're there for. A second tip you can bring for the interview is bring in your own questions that you can ask the community to answer on your social media. This can be like, if when you're there, remember that you're having a conversation with a radio host or with a podcast host, but it's not really them you're trying to talk to. Like, you're using them as some sort of funnel to reach the listeners that are actually listening into the station. And those are the people that you're trying to capture. You can't see these people and they can't see you, but they can hear you and they will respond and react to it. So bring questions like, which release do you guys find to be your favorite? Answer them on my social media. My social media name is this, and this, and this. It's actually impressive how that works. People really want to engage with people really want the chance to engage with the artist they've been listening to for the past 20 minutes or to an hour. So yeah, try that. The third tip I can give you is try avoid pinning yourself on the map. Avoid bringing in personal information in the interview. I know things can slip up. It happened to me a few times. It actually happened in a way that I had to move at some point. But try leaving out personal home addresses, phone numbers. If they ask you for a WhatsApp number, make sure that it's a business WhatsApp number and not your own, because it's a trick question sometimes and it can bite you in the butt. So leave that thing out there and make sure that you're 100% on terms with your family members and friends in case you want to name drop someone. Let them know what the stakes are. Let them know what they're getting themselves into and what it's all about, because like things can happen and people are crazy out there. Trust me. There's just some lunatics sometimes, and you don't want to risk having someone stalking you on your own home address or your parents' home address, or having someone using your number for foul play or something like. So yeah, keep personal information at the door. A fourth tip that I can give you is bringing backup files on a USB drive in case there's a technical difficulty or something happens or they tend to lose it. Like I'm guessing you've been sending your music prior to the interview, but I don't know, some things can happen and it's better to be on the safe side of all things. So bring it and include metadata documents on the USB drive as well. If you want to know more about metadata, you can click the card right up here where I'm talking about an EPK package and why it's important to actually have one that you can send off to bookers, radio hosts, music magazines, reviewers, and stuff like that. A fifth tip that I can give you is bring a notepad with prepared topics that you want to talk about or that you can actually add to the conversation in case it runs cold, especially on a podcast. If you're on a podcast that is meant to be like an hour long and you can feel that they're having trouble trying to like keep the conversation going after 20 minutes, it's really, really good to have some topics to throw in there, maybe something you've been speculating about. This happens to be this case with radio interviews as well. Like, imagine if they want you to have a hour-long interview, but you're only giving them one-sided answers and maybe short-term answers. Like, so you're really listening to music. How did that feel? It was all right. It was okay. You see what I'm going with this? You can't, like, some artists are actually like this. It's very frustrating to be on the other side of that table. Trust me. The best thing you can do for these people is bring something on your own that you can add to the conversation. They will really highly appreciate that. Like, oh my God, the times that I've had someone coming onto the podcast and actually bringing their own subjects that they want to talk about or add to the conversation, oh my God, it's a lifesaver, because it kind of relieves all the pressure from me as an interviewer, and especially from a radio host who really wants to have you on the air for as long as possible, and you can risk getting valuable airtime by just giving short-term answers like yes and no and maybe and I don't know. On my previous video, I actually got a comment saying that he clicked on the video because of my flames. Hopefully they can inspire you as well to click on this video and press that subscribe button so you don't miss any new music tips from me going forward. But yeah, thank you so much. On to the next tip. The final tip I have this time around for radio interview preparations is bring some notes for yourself that indicates which of the things that you really wish to include in the conversation, that you really want out there. Maybe an album title, maybe a new show they're about to play, maybe a release date or something. The thing that you wish to promote, the thing that you wish to get out there that you want people to hear. Remember, you're having a conversation with a host, but it's not really for the host, it's for the listeners out there. You have no clue how many people are listening. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 10,000. You have no clue. It could be even bigger than that. So getting the best notes possible ready that you can look at the entire time while the interview is going on is so valuable. So you're remembering to get those crucial information out there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was valuable for you and making sure that your next radio or podcast interview will be the best you've ever had. And if you have any questions for me, leave them down in the questions below. I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.